Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hops. Today, checking out some beer that it's going to be dope, I think, because it's one of my favorite newer styles. It's just amazing. So we're drinking some West Coast pills, and yeah, this is just something you guys need to get on. So thanks to Beer Dome for this one. This was part of one of the American releases not too long ago. So yeah, check them out. Link for the shop is down below. I think they might actually still have this one. So check them out. So this is from Holmes in Michigan, in Ann Arbor. They made a subsidiary called SEMOH Beer Company, and they've only made 2 beers under this subsidiary so far, which are both lagers. This one and another one, I forget the name of the other one, but this is Dutch Lunch, a West Coast Pilsner. So I don't know why they made a subsidiary and then now so far it's only 2 beers, or why, if they're trying to do like a lager brand. But I think for a lot of breweries these days, doing a different brand for making stuff like this is because beers like this will drag down your averages because most people don't rate it high. I think people in general rate higher in the States, so a lot of West Coast Pilsners are rated higher in the States, but a lot are under 4 because they're lagers. And it's like people need to fucking get out of that stupid mindset of like, only beer that can get a high grade is something that punches me in the face. Like, a beer that's balanced, well brewed, and drinkable in any style should deserve a great grade. It's like, should, no matter what. Like, of course, not if you don't like it. There's always the personal preference, but I think most people will like it. It's just like I've been there myself, holding back grading highly for lagers because well, it's kind of it's a pilsner. It's just like people will get there at one point, but the learning curve and getting there is a little bit steep, I guess. But this will be fun to try. So this is a tribute to a Californian brewery that does not exist anymore, and I did not know this, but actually, Russian River actually uses one of their beer brands. They were called, let's see if I can find it here, Grace Brothers Brewing in Santa Rosa, California, and that's of course why Russian River references them, because they're in Santa Rosa. Isn't it Santa Rosa? I think Santa Rosa is where they're based. Now it escapes me, isn't it? I mean, there we go. Happy Hops Lager, and they have Happy Hops IPA at Russian River. It's so funny to see these Tahoe Pale Dry Beer. Grace Bros Bock. There it is, the original Dutch Lunch. Wow, I found it randomly. Look at that. That is amazing. What a tribute. And I don't know the story behind this. Since there's a couple breweries now referencing this historic Californian brewery, there must be something about their, are they one of those old money American breweries that were actually craft, brewing different styles? Just doing quick browsing here, we got like old ale, old tap ale, box and stuff. Like, they're not just doing pale lagers. So maybe this is like early American craft, and that's why it's a reference. I should actually look into this. But let's get into the beer. Wow, that was funny. The Grace Brothers logo there looked like a Danish brewery logo of a brewery that doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, and these have been along for, Grace Brothers were around since the 18 something, I think. And then they defunct. Was it defunct in the 80s or was it the 70s? I can't remember. But okay, so this is a tribute to them. It's of course not a West Coast Pilsner that they brewed. But it's funny to see, actually, also thinking of it, West Coast Pilsner is being brewed in California, where the California Common / Steam beer comes from. It's like, is there some reference? Maybe is that what? I don't know. I just thought of that now, but it's very different beers in the way they're produced, but they're still, that's a lager, but it's fermented warm. West Coast Pilsners are fermented cold, but they're from California. Who cares? Let's drink some West Coast Pils. So thanks a ton to Beer Dome for this one. Again, check them out. Link for this shop is down below. It looks great. Looks like a West Coast Pils, super pale, greenish hue to it, white head. Looks the part. Let's smell this bad boy. Dutch Lunch by SEMOH or Holmes in Michigan. Smells really nice. Smells very bright and tropical. Like, that's the thing with also this one, by the way. They don't talk about hops. Like, you gotta guess for yourself if you want to do that, or just smell and enjoy the beer as it is. But like, man, this is just that style. It's so much more bright and sippy. It's like you get a modern West Coast IPA, but in a session format, really. And it just, to me, works better than like a session IPA. It smells really dope. Very nice, bright, tropical note to me. There's also some pithy citrus notes. There's even a little bit of an herbal. It's almost piney, a green tea, a black tea like. But there's definitely, yes, a little bit of evergreen, but there's a little bit of that gummy candy kind of vibe to it, like hop candy. Not super dank, but a little bit of a blueberry vibe, or just like generic berry note. It smells really good. This is just a couple of months, 2 months, I think, in the can. So somewhat fresh for a, oh, no, it's a bit older because it's not day, month, year, because it's America. It's month, day, year. So it's like 3 months in the can. Still smells really good. Let's try it. Cheers. Thanks to Beard for the beer. Yeah, these are like the ultimate session beers. Very orangey and tangerine-y. There's a bit of stone fruit too. It has some of that gummy vibe. I am positive if I drank this in January, I would be like, oh, give me more. Right now it's like, yeah, I really like this, but I'm so like hyper picky with like hoppy beer these days. Like when it's really hop forward and intense, like I get so picky. Like with freshness and all this stuff. Like this is such an enjoyable drinking experience, but I can just taste like, oh man, if you drank this a couple months ago, this would just have been fucking crazy dope. It's still crazy dope, but it would have been doper. If you could say it like that. I'm getting a lot of pineapple right now too. Pineapple, gummy candies, a bit of a berry note. Guessing hops. It's a tough one. For a sec, I'm thinking Strata. For a sec, I'm thinking Mosaic. You know. It feels a bit like Pacific Northwest hops. The gummy candy notes, that's the modern West Coast tendency to get into that. But there's also something that's like slightly sappy, piney resin. Could be there is some kind of more classic hop in there. But you can also get grapefruit from the likes of Mosaic and Simcoe, you know. This is really good. This is great. This feels, I'm guessing this is like at least 3 pounds per barrel dry hop. I'm guessing it's like super lean malt backbone. This is like Pilsner malt. Maybe that's about it. Something a little bit, something for head retention. Could be a wheat, could be a high protein, like a Carapils of sorts or something. And then Pacific Northwest hops, if I'm to guess what's in here. But this is dope. It's killer. This is like 90, 92, something like that. And this is aged. So I'm guessing I would love this hard if it was fresher. So Dutch Lunch from SEMOH, really good. Get it right now on Beard. I think they might still have this. Last time I looked, I think I saw it, maybe, I'm not sure. Check them out anyways. Link for the shop is down below. You might be able to find this one. And I think then this was it for like, no, there's actually a little bit more American hoppy beer. But this is dope. So get some SEMOH Dutch Lunch. This is dope shit. So if you guys had this one, let me know what you thought of it. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page, Twitter, and Instagram. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and ring the bell for future notifications about videos and almost like Charles. And see you guys in another beer review.